Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Alycia Simpson. I'm the VP of Demand Generation here at Recurly. A little housekeeping before we get started. Please put your questions in the chat and we'll answer them as we go or at the end if we haven't gotten to them by that point. And if you'd like to see a demo tailored for your business, please use the link or the form to request your demo. Before we jump into the demo, a little bit more about Recurly. Recurly is a subscription management and billing platform that's purpose-built for D2C subscription businesses. We're used by more than 2,300 brands globally, including brands like Time, FabFitFun, Sling, Find My Past. They all leverage Recurly to automate subscription billing at scale and optimize their subscriber life cycles with ease. So today, in a high-level overview of the Recurly platform, we're going to show you how these brands do this and how you can accelerate subscriber acquisition, drive LTV, and increase retention, streamline your billing operations and optimize your payments, automate revenue compliance, and leverage next-level subscriber insights to grow faster, smarter, and stronger. So, without further ado, welcome my colleague Jess Mishler, our Solutions Architecture Manager here at Recurly. We're really excited to have you today, so let's get started. Jess, take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Mishler, and I am the Solutions Architecture Manager here at Recurly. And today I'm going to be walking you through the Recurly platform so you can see behind the scenes of how brands like Twitch, FabFitFun, Paramount are simplifying the complexities of managing subscriptions. So Recurly manages your entire subscriber lifecycle from acquisition to maintaining those long-term relationships with your subscribers. So generally, we're going to just walk through the flow of the platform with that life cycle in mind. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Recurly platform. So we're going to start with, how easy it is to create a new plan in the Recurly platform. So as I begin, we'll start with the plan identity. The plan name is going to be shown on the invoice. The plan code that I'm implementing right now is actually only used via the API if you are integrating with Recurly via our Recurly.js and our APIs. Our plan description is something that is internal to your team that's only shown here, again, unless you guys want to showcase that on your website via the API. Then we'll go down. We've broken this out into really easy to understand and digest kind of boxes. So the next step would be free trials. Is your streaming service offering free trials? Many times that happens, or any, subscription platform. 7 and 14 days are the standard ones, but you can actually come in here and get really crazy and customize those days. You can also either require or not require that credit card information to be provided up front. So we're going to go ahead today and leave off the trial, but just know that that's an option. Very easy to come in here and kind of play with that. Now, as you'll notice, we do have a setup fee. Setup fees are a one-time fee that's added to the first invoice only. So you'll only ever use this if there's some sort, again, you have to go and set something up for your end customer, or there is a one-time purchase that comes at the beginning of their subscription. The next big piece is actually the billing configuration, and we break this out into billing period and pricing model. The billing period is the cadence in which your merchants are going to be billed. So you will see the standard monthly, quarterly, biannual, and yearly. You can come in here and let us know that maybe you want to bill every 45 days. That's how flexible our platform is. Well, based on the annual subscription that I've made, I'm going to make this a yearly plan. The term length is the commitment in which the end customer has agreed to use the platform for. So a standard subscription is just going to have this billing period set to 1 and auto renew. So this is just your basic, streaming annual subscription service plan. Now, maybe there's some other offering and you want them in a 3-year contract and you actually want to expire the subscription at the end of that. Very easy to modify these, even on a customer by customer basis. The next thing to look at is the pricing model. And we have two very unique pricing models. We have fixed and ramped. Fixed, again, is of the very standard month to month. They're billed the same thing each time. And so it's easy to let us know what those price points should be. As you'll notice, we do help our merchants scale globally. And you can see with this multi-currencies that's on my screen here. We have, the Australian dollar, the euro, and the New Zealand dollar. What you also will see is that we don't do any currency conversion because you guys will be able to let us know what the price should be based in those markets, based on the service that you're providing. So I'll go ahead and add some pricing in for these as well. So you can see that. The other pricing model that we do have that I'll quickly just touch on before I move on is ramp. So this is really great if you want to offer a promotional period. So maybe actually the first year is only $50. And then every year after that will actually go up to the standard $150. So on top of being able to add a free trial, you could do promotional rates. So easy and very flexible. I'm going to go ahead in here and put this back. And then we'll move on to the billing details. So taxes. We have a whole section where you can actually go in and explore taxes, but just know Recurly does make taxes easy. You just let us know if this plan actually you need to collect taxes on it, and if it's a physical product or a digital product. And we even have an accounting code for your finance teams to use for any GL, and even if you guys are going to be using our revenue recognition feature, which we are going to touch upon later. We also have the idea of add-ons. So add-ons can be pulled in from items, which can be created in a separate section. And if you guys have more questions about that, please reach out to us. I don't think we'll have time to cover items today, but I did just want to call out that it's really easy to add any optional items to a plan, and then, do some upsells. Along with that are dunning campaigns, and dunning campaigns come into churn. We're going to talk about this again in just a minute on our platform, but just know that on the plan level, you can actually set a different email sequence for the dunning campaign. And we have lots of emails that can go out based on specific billing events. But I'm going to go ahead and create this and look at how easy that was. Just a few minutes and we've already created a new service, a new plan that can be sold on a website. Now, how easy is it for somebody to sign up? Continuing that customer journey, you can actually go to our hosted payment pages. Now, a lot of our merchants will actually custom implement, but for this demo, I'm going to show you this hosted page and sign somebody up. We are going to pick on my friend Vince today. He needs some new subscriptions, I think. And then we'll go in here, and we do have test credit card numbers that can be used in our sandbox environments that make it really easy to add data. And all of this data is wiped before moving Recurly into production. All right, and we have added a customer already to the plan that we just created. And from that page, Recurly makes it really easy to go directly to that account. So we can see the subscriber management features. So, and all the things that Recurly can do for a subscriber. So to navigate this from the page, you would actually get from our left-hand menu, you would go to customers and accounts, even though I just clicked on it directly from that link that said, thank you for signing up. So Vince now has a annual streaming service. You can see when the next invoice, when his next charge is going to be. You can see the list of invoices. You can see the transaction types and any descriptions. On the right-hand side, you see account information, the payment methods. Maybe they'll have more than one if you're using our cool wallet feature. You'll see some fraud check limits if you're using our partner account and letting Recurly manage some of those. And if we go all the way down, you'll actually also see any activities that have happened on the account. So if somebody comes in and makes a pause or does an upgrade or a downgrade, all of those activities are logged on this page as well. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of ways in which these accounts can be managed. So you can view the subscription, you could actually edit it. Editing, you can change it so it'll allow you to kind of upgrade or downgrade. You can pause the subscription and let us know how many billing cycles that should be paused for. And then you can even come in here and cancel the subscription. Right now, I'll go ahead and just make a quick change to the monthly one right here. That way you guys can see the proration and the actions that Recurly will take. So once I go ahead and save that change, there's a couple of things that took place. So Recurly will do proration on a subscription that has been used for a certain amount of time. This wasn't used for any time, so he got the full amount back. As you'll see, there's a balance now on the account, and that monthly subscription, now is a collected charge on that. And all his future ones will be taken off of that balance. You can actually go in and also refund the remaining balance if that needs to happen, if that needs to go directly on his credit card. You guys can void that. You can, again, refund that credit balance. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe he overpaid a little bit and he'll just be paying monthly from now on. So that balance went away. We refunded him even though he paid for that. Now, when it comes to really managing these accounts on the back end after they have been a customer for a really long time, everybody is at risk for churn. Specifically involuntary churn, we look at churn in a couple of ways. So again, that's voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary is obviously somebody leaving your platform for a specific reason, and involuntary is when there was an issue with that payment method. So Recurly takes a proactive and reactive approach for recovering failed payments. And we actually save, on average, 74% of failed transactions for our merchants, which equaled like $1 billion in 2022. Now, again, as I mentioned, it's proactive and reactive, and this is the reactive part. But the proactive part includes account updater, where we reach out to the major credit card brands and the banks and ask for any updates on those cards so there are no issues ahead of time. And then we also have proprietary machine learning around the best day and time to retry those cards. What's interesting about Recurly is that we decouple our retries and our emails. So you guys are totally in control of these emails and these dunning cycles. As you see, I had 3 already created. Those are meant for different plans, and it's very easy to come in and create a campaign with a new name. Let us know what plans those are for and how many emails you want to send. Now, when I said they're decoupled, you guys are telling us the days to send emails, and we're actually on the back end retrying those credit cards in a very unique manner. So we may be retrying a card 2 times before they get that initial email or before they get their second email. Now, what you guys will have control over is how long are we going to be retrying those cards? So what happens at the end of the subscription? Are we expiring the subscription or leaving it active? Are we failing the invoice or leaving the invoice past due? Realistically, a lot of times we're going to expire the subscription and fail the invoice for tax purposes, but there are a lot of other options that you can let us know. So really flexible and really easy to create. Now, when it comes to taxes, as I mentioned, quickly want to touch on this, but we do have some in the box taxes. We do kind of hybrid invoicing. You can come in here and help. We also partner with Alycia and Vertex, who is not shown here, but we do have a partnership with Vertex that helps out with taxes and a lot of other partnerships. So lots of integrations with companies like Zendesk, Salesforce, Xero, Snowflake, QuickBooks, all those kinds of great things to help connect your Recurly ecosystem. And the last thing that's really important to talk about is, how we are gateway agnostic and have a ton of partnerships we have some really cool features because of this that allow for you to have multiple gateways connected to your account. You can do gateway failover or even custom gateway routing if you had maybe more than one Adyen account and you were having an event and certain transactions all needed to go through one account. That can happen. This helps cover, like, we cover mostly all the PCI compliance that happens for transactions. And that is because, Recurly is PCI level 1 compliant, and we are working with PCI level 1 compliant companies. So lots of fun things, even alternative payment methods, PayPal, Apple Pay, Amazon Pay, and even Venmo. So trusted wallets that people like to use. And now we're diving into analytics. And it's very important, obviously, to see the health and wealth of your subscriptions in your business. And Recurly has really easily digestible dashboards that are we have some canned dashboards and some really fun ways for you to extract data from Recurly. So I just wanted to start with our main dashboard, which is just a high level overview, again, of the health of your business, showing you active subscribers, subscriber LTV, some churn rates, your top plans, and net billings kind of month to date. You can drill into many of these reports on our kind of left-hand side. As you can see, subscribers, plans, trial performances. These are canned reports, and they can be customized a little bit. It's usually by like date ranges and some certain KPIs that we've added. And we know how important your data is to you. And so just so that you are aware, your data belongs to you. You can export these. You can download any of these reports into CSV files. We will give you any and all data, obviously minus that credit card information that nobody wants responsibility for anyway, except for Recurly. And that's what we're here to do for your teams. So as I mentioned, some canned dashboards, really easy to use, really easy to digest. But actually the fun part about Recurly and our data is that we have this really awesome Explore feature, which allows you to really create custom reports. So, adding a few things, making some pivots, you can choose your visualization. And then once you've created the report that you want, you can actually save it to a dashboard. Dashboards can be saved directly to the site or even to your user. So I'm going to go into my user. I have some saved reports and saved customized dashboards here. And we can take a look at some custom build reports. And we really wanted to, on this one, involuntary churn by failure reason. We go into churn analysis, but it doesn't go as deep as to what those decline returns are, right? Like invalid amount, just general declines, cardholder did a hard stop or request. So we created a report so that we could see all this great data and understand what's going on with our errors and things like that. So we make it really easy, again, for your teams to ingest your data in the way in which you need. And the last piece is that revenue recognition. So I just want to kind of touch high level. Revenue recognition can get a little complex. So Recurly automates everything and helps with compliance and reporting standards like ASC 606 and IFRS 15. We enable better forecasting with full quote to booking forecasting. So you can drill down visually into opportunities and contract levels. You'll be able to see everything. And so if you are really interested in seeing a deeper dive demo into this piece, just let us know. And yeah, we can show you all around. And that's all I had for this demo.
So I want to say thank you to everyone for joining. After this, we could come together and put together a quick shot answers to some of those questions and then make sure that we're following up. Thanks again for joining, everybody, and we'll talk soon.